Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Depew. Today, instead of a sewing tutorial, I thought I would show you a beautiful little piece of sewing pattern history. This is the Bont Ton magazine. It was published by St. Taylor and Company in New York, and it was printed in English. The books are full of fashion illustrations, and they're numbered, and you could order or draft patterns based on the models featured inside. So this one came to me in absolute pieces. Every page had a large rip down the center. The spine was almost completely gone, and so I've just spent the entire afternoon very carefully putting her back together with archival-safe mending tissue. I'll show you a box of that, or I'll link to it down in the comments below. But I figured you guys might like to see inside because these are really rare, and when they do come up, they're quite a treat to see. So the St. Taylor system was a basically just a wooden French square that had little notches that could be moved around on it. And then you would get a set of alternate rulers, which I've never found and I'm still looking for, that would come with them. And then there would be some diagram books or an instruction book, which I just happen to have right here. This is the first one I've ever been able to find in about 10 years of hunting. So we'll look at that more in another video. But these would be the supplemental patterns. And it gives you an idea of either ordering patterns or drafting your own. I would really love to see an original Bont Ton sewing pattern. That would be very exciting. So the interior shows you a lot of wonderful late 1890s puff sleeves and tiny little wasp waists. And the black and white illustrations are nice, but eventually towards the center you get to the good stuff, which is the color fashion plates. So the reason that these magazines are pretty hard to find is, one, there weren't a ton of them published, but more importantly, these beautiful color fashion plates are usually just taken out of the magazines and sold separately by people who think, hey, someone will want to frame this and put it on a wall. So if you're an eBay person watching this and you're considering selling one of these, please, 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 please do not separate the color fashion plates from it. They're worth far less on their own than the entire magazine is with all of the color pages included in it. And if you separate it, I will find you and I will hurt you. Moving on. Check out the little colored details that each fashion plate includes. These usually came with between 4 and 8, I want to say, color plates inside. So if you can find one with all of its color pages, it's really a treat to see. And for those of you who want to see more Bont Ton magazines, I have a small collection of them scanned, and you can find them in the ebook section of mrsdepew.com. But for now, just look at the details in these illustrations. So to help preserve this, I very carefully removed crackling, browned, really, really old tape, and then replaced each piece of tape with a really light, faint, archival-safe mending tissue. And of course there are always a few little goodies for little girls. And then the usual descriptions of each model featured towards the back. Wonderful ads for dressmakers' tools and magic creams. And then more advertisements for St. Taylor and the various books and diagrams and things that he sold under his label. And one last color page on the back. And there you go. That's the end of our Bont Ton. Happy sewing!